want revenge. My father is dead.
And we are the poorer for it.
Ooh, that's not gonna go down well. What on, people, thems? So, how excited I am about season 2. Like, it is crazy, and it's kind of put me back in the same kind of mindset that I was in when Game of Thrones was coming out. I'm just so excited to jump into this next episode. So after episode 1, which was such an epic first episode back, in my opinion, I don't know about anybody else, but there was just so much stuff that went on in that episode. So much stuff. Like, I had so much to say by the end. I just don't know how they're gonna, or what the end goal actually gonna be, because now everyone's hurt. Everyone's got a reason to be very, very entrenched in their hurt. And the fact that, like, little Jaehaerys has just, you know, kicked that bucket because they've taken his head. I don't even know what happens next. Alicent's now aware, after she's done, had a little play with Sir Cranston, who I can't stand, by the way. Like, it's gone from me kind of thinking he's kind of cool to now being like, actually, bro, you. To me, I've not thought he was cool for a really long time. Let's be real. Aegon and Aemond are just going to be out for war and blood now, and you know that is an absolute slight against their house. Even though it wasn't Rhaenyra that ordered the hit on the boy, and it was Daemon, that ain't gonna matter. So let's see what happens in this episode, man. It's all about to go off, I can tell. You ready? Such an epic. I just love this intro. Oh gosh.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! Traitors and villains! They dare strike at me! I declare war!
The child.
The child is dead. But what they've done to Micah.
Yes.
A mother and a grandmother grieving.
Some good may yet come of this.
And where were the members of this council while the murderer threatened their king? The Lord Commander of my King's Guard.
I was abed, your grace, having ordered the night's watch.
Abed. Abed! Is there any question who did this? Who would do this save the bitch queen of bastards?
Noted for his brutal nature, we caught him, fleeing the gate of the gods, with the child's head in a sack.
They've got the
I'll
guy.
kill him myself.
It doesn't matter.
You mean to blame Rhaenyra? Tell the
Right.
realm she has done this.
The realm must see the sorrow of the crown, a sorrow best expressed through its most gentle souls.
Is it the guy? Oh my gosh, it is the guy.
Employed by the household.
Wow.
I don't know his right name.
Leaking all the information. Oh my gosh.
Thousands witnessed the procession.
And they are accusing me of having a hand in this.
They said that the damage to our position is immeasurable. At a time when we most need loyalty to our cause.
Damn
But
it.
it's a lie.
They know it wasn't you.
The death of Prince Lucerys was a shock.
Now she's thinking,
So we come to it at long last.
comes to what?
I cannot trust you, Damon.
I have served you faithfully.
Have you? Or have you used me as a tool with which to grasp at your stolen inheritance?
Yeah, look at him. This is the real Damon. That is magnificent dragon though, like. Well, you were shirking your responsibilities, mate.
You defy my authority, Sir Arik.
What's his problem?
The white cloak is a symbol of our purity, our fidelity. King's Guard are a sacred trust.
This guy for
Who you
real?
so easily sully.
Where were you when Jaehaerys was murdered?
Are you taking the absolute mick?
First, your brother betrays us.
Oh, he's a creep.
You will go to Dragonstone and strike down Rhaenyra in her own halls. You would send me to my death. Or to triumph and glory.
He's actually the worst. Like, I never saw this. I never saw this coming.
In truth, I am proud that he considers me such a foe, and that he seeks to murder me in my bed.
When princes lose their temper, it is often others who suffer.
Here's Alan.
Well met, brother. After many months away. Do not be foolish, Alan. To serve with a sea snake is to make your fortune. Had I such a chance, I would leap at it.
You don't think Damon will challenge her?
I didn't even think about that.
Such that neither can he allow her to command him. In the meantime, I am here.
I don't know about forgiving, but...
And Mélisse, we will not let the Queen falter.
That's really awesome that Rhaenys has got Rhaenyra's back like that.
He does do that, doesn't he?
You know my husband?
You remember me now.
Imagine just finding out your son just strung up like that.
The rat catchers!
Oh, I had them hanged. I want revenge. My father is dead.
And we are the poorer for it.
Ooh, that's not gonna go down well.
Remove your badge,
Sir Otto.
You must have known that was coming.
Sir Eric, Miss Arya will be leaving us. Let her collect her things, then have someone take her down and secure her berth on the Corwin.
She did you a kindness there, man. I really hope that kindness comes back to help her. She spotted this twin. How did he even get the Dragonstone so quick? So he's the bad twin. Oh, I'm so confused now as to which twin's which twin.
It's been a strange day. I'm restless. I will stand this evening's duty.
He's really got himself in there, hasn't he? Like right outside her door.
You must sleep tonight, Your Grace.
Oh my gosh, it's not Sarah.
Believe me, I had no choice.
I don't understand.
Brother!
Your Grace.
Eric.
Forgive me.
No, no!
They wish now not for the good of the realm, but for the
themselves.
petty satisfaction of vengeance.
I have sinned.
She's gonna tell him, isn't she?
I do not wish to hear of it.
He just needs his mum, doesn't he? Even monsters. Who's waiting in a room? Don't know how I feel about that, really. Like, in terms of the story, it's still good because so many things have moved different markers. But, you know, it's always going to be really difficult to have as awesome an episode as that first episode because it was just so explosive. Like, it was so explosive. So, okay. So, Alicent has literally just held onto her dad's hand to be like, you know, Daddy Dearest, I've sinned. And he's like, I don't want to hear about it. So she goes back to her room to sin some more. So you're not really that bothered about the sin, then, are you? It's like me, man. There's a lot of people out here with the whole hypocritical. That's a different conversation for a different day. The fact that he is brazen enough just to be chilling in his night clothes in their room because now he's got that piece of metal to be in the hand. Like, he I keep calling it Cranston. Is it Cranston? Sir Cranston. Anyway, him. Like, I just never saw that he was going to become such a villain. Like, I know he was a bit unhinged in the first season when, you know, he showed his love for Rhaenyra, but to see that like all of this can come from just being like a jilted lover. Like, let me never be this bitter to come and bring down people's empires and stuff over some, like, you know, non-advanced love. Like, it's just crazy, man. But anyway, the fact that he's now become the Hand and actually has sent one of his good generals to his death. Now I'm thinking about it, I don't think he ever really expected that he was going to be able to slay Rhaenyra. Hoped he might, maybe, but he just needed a scapegoat in order that he could be like, well, you know, he had a treacherous son, twin, and you know he's a twin, and they've got that twin link because he's probably the treacherous twin too. So you know, we didn't know whether one of them or both of them, so at least both of them are now off the table. What I don't get though is I was certain that Sir Alistair, his name Alistair, the good twin, the one with Rhaenyra, that he, well, to be fair, I felt they were both loyal, and they're both loyal to a house that was infighting. So I don't want to necessarily say that the other twin was bad, because again, he was doing what he thought was right and listening to the command of the person that, you know, but you know, at what point did command stop becoming legitimate and you're like, actually I'm not doing that, you know, I know Rhaenyra and she wouldn't do that. But you know, he's never going to do that. So you know, he's doing what he thinks is best. But I was like, Sir Eric, so not Alistair, Sir Eric, he got sliced on the leg, I thought. So when the other twin put his hand in his wound, I was like, oh, that's Sir Eric. That's Sir Eric. So then I didn't understand then why the other twin then took his own life. But then I thought, oh, maybe it's because he couldn't live with the fact that he hurt his brother. But now I'm thinking that Sir Eric was the one that slayed the other one, and then he couldn't just live with it. So I don't know. Like, I don't know how that did go. So I'll be interested to know what other people's theories are. It's really interesting, isn't it? Because I suppose everybody, even when they do really heinous things, like everybody has like some level of humanity, whether it comes to their mums or their children or whatever. So seeing Aegon in that kind of just absolute breakdown of emotion, like, I can't say I didn't feel anything for him. Like, I did feel a little bit, but I still don't feel enough for him because he's just a terrible person. He's a product of what Alison and Otto have been plotting this whole time. And I know that she held him to a higher account over Amos. So maybe it was that pressure that made him rebel and then made him who he is. But like, there's something intrinsically evil about him. I don't know. I don't know whether the Queen has told him that she chose which one, and that's the reason why he's not talking to her about nothing, or they're just grieving and don't know how to do it. And having to be on that wedding with that big state funeral thing, like that was really, really tough to watch that. And you know, to have the body or, you know, exposed with the stitch marks and stuff, that's just awful. And then it got stuck, and at one point I'm like, is it going to fall off the thing? So that was a lot. And Rhaenyra calling Daemon out, I think that needs to happen really, because, you know, he's been one of the things that's just made me doubt her this whole time, that you've bought into this guy who just wreaks destruction wherever he goes. He was awful to that lady. He was awful to Lady Lena, really. Like, you know, he's not necessarily great with his kids. He was not really great with Viserys. You know, he's already put his hands on Rhaenyra. You know, and like Renee said, like, it's not necessarily that he doesn't want to help or like look after the crown and therefore Rhaenyra, but having her command him, I just don't think he can cope with it. I don't think he can cope with it. So I'll be very interested to see what he's going to do with his dragon, and what he's going to come back and do. Interesting development with Alan. I knew there was going to be more with him, and he's now got a brother, and the fact that the brother's like, you need to, you know, get in there and you know, Lord Corlys owes you, so get in there and make a name for yourself. So I feel like he is going to undermine Alan, because Alan looks like he's got his head screwed on. Like, I don't want no part of it, to be honest, because a war is coming. But I feel like his brother's going to do something that's going to undermine that. But all I keep thinking about is, how is Rhaenyra going to pull this back because they're all going to think that she's a child right now. So how do you even pull that back? I don't know. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm so invested in this story, man. But I still just think a lot of this could have been avoided. If you chose to put this guy on the throne, and why? For the sake of your name and your house. Like, he's crazy and you can't control him. Yeah, I don't know what's coming, but I'm ready for the next episode. So yeah, I'd love to know what everyone else thought of this and what you think is coming. Do you hold Alicent to the same kind of blame that I do? Are you also happy that Otto? Because the thing is now, if Otto isn't going to be the Hand, it's obviously going to be that slimy dude. It's obviously going to be him. It's obviously going to be him, and that's the last thing you need. And how do you think Rhaenyra genuinely is going to pull this back? Because I'm at a loss right now. I'm at a loss. Yeah, if you did enjoy this, then please drop me a like and subscribe. That'd be amazing. Thank you very, 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 very much. And if you do want to watch the full reaction with me, then please come over to Patreon. That's where the full reactions will be. And my full commentary will be on there as well as to what my thoughts have been. But yeah, for now, thank you so much for watching with me, if you did. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you on the next.